Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a bit of a Gran Turismo 7 news and update video. So I did originally have something else planned today, but I feel like maybe it's my time to talk on the whole PSVR2 situation. So a bunch of the regular game journalist sites got their chance to basically test out PSVR2 and Gran Turismo 7, and in all honesty it seems the results are pretty much positive all around. Most of these outlets are basically turning around and saying this is a bit of a game changer in terms of kind of the console side of VR racing. And I have to agree, I honestly took a look at the the gameplay and all that good stuff. There was quite a bit of gameplay now floating around of actual PSVR2 in kind of in operation within GT7. And in all honesty, I was very pleasantly surprised. It looks to be running very, very smoothly. It really does give the game just kind of a whole new vibe and feel. And I feel like it's actually quite nice for once to see GT7 be kind of portrayed in a positive light. Now, obviously there is the downside of a lot of people saying, they don't think it'll be that successful in terms of PSVR2 itself, or maybe it's too expensive. I get, look, it does cost more than the console that it's being made for, but in terms of the tech that's actually in there, it's, I'd say, rather a decent price, considering. Now, originally when this kind of all came to light that PSVR2 was, finally confirmed for GT7 and we didn't have little news and it was mainly just kind of speculation, I was really kind of worried basically about the game just being kind of locked away like a separate mode, just as it was in GT Sport. But in honesty, the more that the news came out of, basically the whole game but split screen is playable in VR, including online races, single player, career, license tests and all that good stuff. And then obviously the current, retailers, or not retailers, sorry, the journalists basically saying that on the kind of, final version of this, it's definitely all working across the board apart from that split screen. I've just been filled with, finally a bit of hope. I really feel like if this is the game changer that everybody else is saying, and if that kind of footage is anything to go off, it really is a step in the right direction. I think the one thing that GT7's always really needed, in my opinion, I know a lot of people will disagree, is a better in-game camera, in terms of the cockpit. So for me, yes, you could play around with it, but it never just quite felt right no matter where I put it. And I feel like the implementation of PSVR2 is just going to give it a whole new range, just being able to look over into the corners, into the apexes, looking over your shoulder, it really does feel like this is going to be, I guess, a bit of something special. So with all the high praise, I finally caved in and decided to put my pre-order down for PSVR2. So I will be giving my overall opinion in terms of it with GT7, how it plays, once I've had a good few hours in there. I'll also show off gameplay, stuff like that, and maybe do a few custom videos if you've got anything you want to see kind of running with PSVR2. That will be something that I will look into absolutely doing for you guys. But one thing I really want to kind of, know as a whole, what does what does my community actually think of PSVR2? It's being described as this big game changer and this kind of big thing for console VR racing. The fact that it's just so immersive and just something completely different and at a level that we've never ever really seen before, especially in terms of, consoles. Do you kind of feel like now there's more gameplay out there and there's more opinions out there that this really is something that Polyphony's, put a lot of heart and soul and effort into? I honestly feel like I do. I genuinely feel like maybe, just maybe, the whole kind of skipping January and knuckling down, finalizing the whole VR update could really be a good thing. I get not everybody's going to get one, not everybody may be in the financial position to get one, so that's why I kind of want to go out of my way when I do get my PSVR2 and obviously get it in within GT7 to basically inform you the best way I can, give you a proper deep dive into all sorts and anything, including the downsides. At the end of the day, I'm not a channel that's anything to do with Polyphony or Sony. I have freedom of speech. I can say what I want. Same with a lot of the other GT YouTubers. They're the exact same, but we'll all hopefully be able to give you a different perspective on PSVR2 and see that maybe, just maybe, as the prices come down, or maybe if it kind of goes on sale or whatever, that you know, should you guys pick it up, you know, I do hope that is something I can really bring to the channel to give you an informed decision. Maybe you're kind of waiting until it's been out a bit, or maybe you're waiting for the first, you know, wave of, you know, non-journalist people to get their hands on it to give it a proper test out. You want to see some, you know, raw gameplay, some, you know, proper testing from maybe your favorite YouTubers and such before you obviously put out what is essentially a lot of money. Personally, I am really hopeful. I feel like this kind of started out as what I thought may have been a gimmick. Originally, you know, a few months ago, it was just kind of the only talk was really about the, you know, showroom and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden it's, you know, properly, you know, there's some gameplay and screenshots of it. And then all of a sudden it's kind of confirmed that it's the full game. And I really think this could be this big game changer that it's being made out to be. So that's my hopes anyway. If it isn't, I will be totally honest. You know, if I think that, you know, for me mainly it'll be for GT7, so £530 to kind of, you know, mainly play it with one game. If I don't think it's worth it, I'll be totally honest with you. But yeah, I am hopeful. I feel like this is a good move by Polyphony. I feel like it's definitely going to give Gran Turismo 7 a breath of fresh air, as well as kind of, you know, showing off what this game can really do. If it's definitely implemented the way it's being made out to be, it really could be an absolutely amazing feature, and hopefully it does draw more people in to, you know, supporting PSVR2, because there's definitely a lot of potential there. It's a very, very decent, you know, kind of, I guess, VR headset for the price point, I'd say. So that's going to be it for today's video. Just thought I'd do a little bit of a discussion with you guys and kind of my thoughts and opinions after these whole kind of, you know, preview tests and such, and, you know, the first real footage of it coming out within GT7. So yeah, that's going to be it from me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss an upload from me. I upload GT7 and motorsport content each and every day for your viewing pleasure. Thank you so much for your support. As always, my Discord, Twitter and a donation link will be down in the description down below. Thank you so much to my sponsors, the Controller People and Poggers, who have very kindly jumped on board with this channel in recent times. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Peace.